what did I say, Desmond? What would a loss? When you asked me the question, what would a loss mean? I told you it would be.
You said it would erase all of the goodwill that Harbaugh has built up in the seven games before.
Because once again, you're having a really good season, beating up on the weaker teams, and there are a lot of people who thought MSU was fraudulent because of their schedule. No, they are real. They are real. And the first real team, we thought Wisconsin would be real, but it turns out, and where they're playing now, they got their crap together. But the first real team, top 10 team that you played a heck of a game. It's tough, not like you got destroyed. But once again, Harbaugh's going to lose an end. And and now you're on track to at tops probably be third place again in the Big Ten East. I mean, it hurts, man. It hurts. And also, I see people talking about all the replays and stuff like that. I mean, it's not fine. There were a lot of replays and it was kind of aggravating, but it's not like I thought the replay calls were wrong. Like the catch that the play they called a catch for Reed, that was a catch. It was an underthrown ball. Somehow he turned around. He got his fingers on the ball.
Yeah, that was
it's a catch, guys. Yes, it worked against us. It's a catch. The only call in the touchdown by Walker. I mean, it's so many bodies in there. Yeah. It's just hard to tell. And I thought he was in live. I thought live he was in. I mean, it is what it is. Like the only play replay that I think is disputable because I thought it went against the core ideal, which is if you make a call on the field, the only way that a replay can overturn it if it's indisputable evidence. And that was the one replay. I'm like, yes, it is close. And I thought, why am I drawing a blank on the quarterback's name?
The broadcast, Joe.
No, the quarterback. Why am I drawing a blank on MSU's quarterback?
Thorne.
Thank you, Peyton Thorne. I thought Peyton Thorne did a decent job for getting hit from a blind side, keeping the ball as best he could till it was as close as it possibly could be for it to be ruled a fumble, right? But the play on the field, the play live was called a fumble. Should have been a Michigan touchdown. They overturned it. Okay, like that happens. But yes, Thorne fumbled, but it was close enough. And that's not the reason Michigan lost this football game.
Right.
Let's talk about the many times we're in the red zone. We had to kick field goals.
We talked about it. We talked about
it. Get you beat. I mean, you gotta look internal first. I know it hurts. You want to place blame on everyone else. And I'm not saying some of those points don't have some validity to it, but Michigan also, there were some self-made mistakes too, and you have to accept that, guys. I know it hurts. It is what it is.
Yeah.
Sorry, Des. I'm passionate.
And the thing is too, like I agree. Like I am more of the mindset of it's an us thing. Like if you go out and take care of business, the referees don't have an impact on the game. Right. I will say I do think that strip sack was a fumble. Yes, I think that should have been a touchdown for Michigan.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, you got outplayed 24-10 in the second half of this football game when you should have. I mean, traded to go up 30-14 in the second half, and whatever. Let's say that you did get that touchdown. It would have been 30. That would have been 27. It'd have been 34-14. Mm-hmm. Who's to say you still end up winning that game? Like, we'd like to think like, oh, for sure Michigan would win that game.
Mm-hmm.
But even if I would have told you that you were up 16 points in the second half, you would have told me, Des, we're going to win that game. Oh yeah. With our run game and the way that Cade is playing in that first half, we're definitely winning that game. Like, and it's just so you just can't turn the ball. Like I said, when we did our halftime show, I had mentioned if you're Mel Tucker, you're telling your team, listen, we've turned the ball over twice and we're only down by 9 points. We are the better team. Jeez. We've just made mistakes. That's probably what he's saying. And maybe he's, cussing up a storm and all that good stuff. He seems like a very intense guy, but nonetheless, like that's the message you have to your guys is guys, you're the better team. You've just made mistakes. That's why we're not winning. That's literally the only reason we're not winning. We are playing our brand of football. We're doing things our way. We're doing exactly what we want to do. We've just given the ball up twice. That's it. Like that's it. And you'd probably say, yeah, they the first pick they got us. In which really in the back of Mel's mind, he's like, no, my quarterback made a dumb decision. But the one with Dax Hill, I mean, the ball bounced off Dax's face mask and just, you know what I mean? Like that's not a mistake that Thorne made. That's one of those fluke plays that happen in football, and it went Michigan's way. So it's disappointing, man, on just so many levels because you go up 30-14, and that should be the time where you really and you would text me, put your foot on their neck and choke them out, and that's exactly what should have happened. And it just,
but that's to MSU's credit, and people, and I understand because I'm a fan too. I think some of our listeners right now, when you're hurting the way we are, you want to feel better, right? And you want to hear things that's going to make you feel better, guys. And I think I'm understanding where you guys are coming from. I really do. But when you play games with high stakes like this, and you're on the losing end, it's okay to feel the hurt. You're supposed to.